last year in California's Department of Fair Employment and Housing sued Activision Blizzard over these allegations of sexual misconduct. And that's when, all of the different culture concerns came out about the company. And that's when workers first started to organize and started to walk out of the company because they were upset about those conditions. The 34 Raven quality assurance testers are really looking for management to formally recognize their union and asking for the 12 people that were laid off in December to be reinstated as full-time employees. And they're also saying that a union would help them deal with overtime and the practice of crunch, which is like working late hours in the evenings and on the weekends. It would help them with the wages that they're receiving and give them more leverage and negotiation power with management, making sure that they get relocation assistance. Just broadly, they're hoping that the union would give them better work conditions overall and more ability to negotiate with management whenever they have a conflict. Video game studios have been unionizing in Europe, where labor laws are stronger. If Raven software employees are able to get their union either recognized voluntarily by management or file for an election through the National Labor Relations Board and get a majority of votes there, and then force a union to happen, either way, that means that Activision Blizzard is the first major blockbuster studio, the first AAA studio to unionize. If all of these conditions were to come to pass for the workers and they get what they want, that would be a really significant deal in not just the gaming industry, but also the tech industry, because people just haven't seen this happen before. Raven software quality assurance testers have been working on unionizing for weeks and weeks, and they had to deal with legal challenges. They had to figure out, what's the best way to mobilize and get all these other employees and workers to know about the union, but not attract the people who are anti-union that would try to stop them or maybe report them to management. And they were also worried about retaliation from management. At some point last year, they filed for an unfair labor complaint through the National Labor Relations Board because they said Activision Blizzard management had been retaliating on certain individuals and pulling them into meetings and making things uncomfortable for them. And also just how they were going to pull this off, because Activision Blizzard is over 9,500 employees. That's a lot of people to try to convince to join a union. And then, of course, when Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard, there was a question of how is this going to affect the unionization efforts. I've consulted the CWA, the Communications Workers of America, that are the major media union that's working with Raven and other parts of Activision Blizzard. And also I consulted labor lawyer experts, and they told me that, actually Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard doesn't impact the unionization efforts at all, because right now the deal has not been completed yet. Currently, Activision Blizzard is still operating autonomously. And right now when workers file or actually ask management for voluntary approval of the union, they're just directly asking Activision Blizzard management. They're not having to ask Microsoft.